All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today we're playing some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This will probably be my last stream from my Nintendo Switch 1. Let me just make sure we're live on both YouTube and stuff. There we go, that's better. Alright, but yeah, we're going to be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because the Switch 2 is going to come out in less than a week. Oh, not single player. We're going to at least be doing online. Start off with regional as usual. But yeah, by this time next week, I should have my Switch 2 and all my stuff transferred over. So, I figure we might as well stream on here while we still can. Okay, there we go. Now I'm all set. But yeah, this will be my last Nintendo Switch 1 stream before the Switch 2 comes out. I may still stream some stuff that's available on Switch 1. Like, I'm not going to rule anything out, but it'll need to be backwards compatible because I'm going to be fully transferring my stuff over to Switch 2 once I get it. Yeah, I read more about the cancellation stuff that has been in the news. Apparently some Switch 2 pre-order guys have had their orders canceled. That's mainly been people who pre-ordered from... Oh man, that's mainly been... I'm just distracted here. Don't mind me. But that's mainly been people who pre-ordered from Walmart and Target, from what I hear. And while Best Buy was super tough to get a pre-order from on the day pre-orders went live, I haven't had or heard of any issues with orders from Best Buy. So as far as I know, I'm still getting my Switch 2 on the midnight launch. Are you serious? Okay, boo. Steal something for your game. Actually, isn't there a shortcut here? Yes. And here too? Go boo. More mushrooms. Okay. Well, since I'm ghosted, I'm not too upset. That's a triple shell. Nothing really I could do except bend over there. The Bullet hit my red shell, but not me. Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too upset, but still. That's going to totally mess. That would have totally messed someone over if they took the shortcut there. You just had to touch me with your shells, didn't you? Whew. Still gaining VR. Someone in here has max VR, dang. Not sure if that's... I don't know. I think it's possible to have gotten max VR. You would have had to really play this game, though. But yeah, as I stated at the end of yesterday's stream, the plan is to stream Mario Kart 8 Deluxe today for the 2-hour Sunday stream I always do here. And then Saturday, I'll probably go live early for the Fortnite Star Wars event. Hopefully it works this time, because I wasn't able to successfully join the first Star Wars event where they showed off a trailer for, I think it was for the first new movie in the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens. But I wasn't able to join for that. I streamed that day, so we decided to play Apex instead. Since I couldn't join the stupid Fortnite stuff. But apparently this time it's going to be its own mode that you queue for, so hopefully that makes things a bit better. I don't know if I'll try to join 2 hours early when it first opens up. I probably won't start streaming at that point. I might join in, but I might not stream until like it's an hour or so closer, because 2 hours is a long time to just sit there basically doing nothing, I would think. So, but I also don't want to join in at the last second and risk missing the event, because I've heard that if you after this event the game will go into downtime, so for the next season. So if you don't get into the event, then you're kind of out of luck. Dang, that went far. Two forms of protection, thank you. Not the best corner, but that's fine. Aha! You didn't expect me to have 2 pieces of protection, did you? Either that was just 2 individual red shells, or he had 3 red shells, and he used one to pass someone. I'm going to hold the coin to make sure this is something I can use. I could have used the coin and tried for a double, but then I risked getting the coin in the second item slot. I think it's, well, I think it's better to just guarantee an item you can use immediately. Oh. I've actually got a good lead here. Especially with that blue shell and everyone getting lightninged. GG. That was a pretty good race. The thing I was really trying to avoid there when I was coming up to that double item box with the coin was I didn't want to use my coin, then get an item in my first item box, or in my first hand, and then get a coin as a backup. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess holding the coin meant that I would guarantee an item from the next item I got, which would mean that I would get a defensive item faster. Whereas if I'd used the coin before the double item box, I would have risked getting a coin in the first place and having to use that before I got to use my protection. So that was essentially preventing a wasteful coin. So I guess the impact wasn't as good as I thought it was, but it did have an impact. Good start with the coins. Go for the double item box because it's farther away and because I need that extra time for the shell to catch up to me and hit my protection so that I can get a second item. I'll be a little aggressive. They doing shortcuts. Ow. Yeah, I don't know how you take that shortcut without a boost. Maybe they smuggled something? Or maybe it's still faster even if you get slowed down. They lapsed someone, jeez. I did beat them last game though, so I don't know if they're not unbeatable, I suppose. And their presence in the game gives me more VR. Yeah, we should get more people in here. If people don't join, then I'll re-queue. Looks like we got at least, what, 2 more people now? It was 3 more, but then someone left. Everyone voted for Squeaky Queen, wow. Of course, there has to be one. Even the AFK person voted for it. Wow. Just that one guy has to be special. Imagine if it picks him. Hey, Corono, how's it going? That would have been crazy if it picked the random guy. The one guy who didn't vote for this map. I want to try to go on the sponges I saw yesterday. I didn't notice it until the last time we played here. Looks like it takes some pretty precise driving to get onto it. I don't know if it's worth it, but... This really does feel like a map that would have been an original. And the mushroom boost too. Let's see, where exactly... Ugh. I don't know if that's even worth it. There's no items or anything. Oh, they had double protection. To be fair, I am getting so many red shells. Oh, I don't want to touch you. Thanks for stopping my competition. With the boo. So disloyal. Well, I am getting the hang of getting onto the sponges. Oh. No, the stupid... Such a chaotic final lap. I'm gonna... No! I'm gonna be aggressive, I was gonna say, but I paid for it. Well, that's the risk you take in the blue shell target to me. That's the risk you take when you be aggressive. I guess if I had just kept the boombox, it wouldn't have stopped the bomb, so. I'll go Swamp Ruins. I'm fine with any of those options, though. I was thinking Moonview Highway, and of course, I'm King Boo. That's my map. That's up for selection, but I don't really like that map in particular. Moonview Highway is cool because it's got that Wii nostalgia for me, and it's a nice style track with all the cars. But Swamp Ruins is a classic. It's a good map. Oh, okay. It was random, but it picked Moonview Highway anyway. I'll take it. Yeah, this is a weird lobby. We got some people in here with basically no VR. People that don't have any VR on their profile. And then... I'm just trying to do something there. We've got someone who has max VR. Doesn't appear to be losing VR. I think they should be losing VR even if they got like second with VR that high, but I could be wrong. So I don't know, we might re-queue here. Wonder if you can boomerang the bomb cars and trigger them like a regular bomb. Get those red shells going. Get those red shells going. Oh, stupid disloyal boo. Oh, okay, well, that answers that question. You definitely can. Watch out for the slowdown. Ah. I was just really trying to avoid the bomb. Put me in an awkward spot. 3 red shells. That's unfortunate. Screw it. We're being offensive today. This isn't really what I had in mind. All right, well, that was just a big risk. I was hoping to get shells instead, but oh well. Yeah, we got 3 people in here with like no VR. I don't know. I feel like with VR that different, it's basically going to be predictable who's going to come in what places for the most part. Like, you know, the people with insanely high VR are always going to be near the top. The people with basically no VR are going to be near the bottom. Could be Smurfs, but actually one of them could have been friends with the Max VR guy to get him in a little lobby. Really? What's with all the low populations here? It's regional, but it is... It's North America. Like, it's not... It's a Sunday afternoon in North America. These you'd think these would be pretty full. And with Mario Kart World coming out in less than a week, surprising. I didn't get a look of the VR everyone had. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. 24 people is going to be crazy in World. I think it's 24, right? It's just twice the number. Well, I didn't read the whole screen, but it looks like this is a lower VR lobby, so this might be a bit on the easier side. We got a guy using the old meta. Returning player, question mark? He's probably hyped for World then. If you care enough about the meta but are using an old meta, that suggests that you once cared about your cart stuff, but now you're just coming back after a while. And you either haven't looked up the meta or you don't want to change up your gameplay because you're not planning on sticking around when World comes out. As my expert, well, I probably shouldn't say expert, but that is my analysis of that player, just based on their cart combo being the old meta. You hold on to this coin. Oh, there's a banana next to the double. Yeah. I tried to use my coin early, but no dice. Another banana on the double item. Someone's being a little devious. A little goofball. We'll be aggressive. I will acknowledge the risks and be aggressive anyway. I wonder if they saw the shell alert throughout the entire launch, or if it just surprised them when they landed. Also, that was a very fortunate blue shell. Brake a little bit so I can get around the corners easily. Backspam because I'm just that toxic. Hey Big Nabs, welcome to the YouTube stream. How's it going? Motion controls, eh? Hey James, how am I doing? I'm doing good. I got my pre-order still set in stone. I'm just chilling until the Switch 2 comes out. Well, minus the Fortnite Star Wars events. Yeah, that's right, online matches. And the online matches are going to be even better in World with more players and the changes to how hits are detected. Gone will be the days when you get hit by nothing on your screen. The flip side will be it'll look like people are missing hits they should hit, but I think it's a good change. Good luck, hope you keep winning. Thanks, I appreciate that. Although this is a lower VR lobby, we are playing regionals because I don't like the latency that comes with playing with people from the other side of the world. Or the desync, I guess, is more appropriate. Yeah. I was going to say if things are too easy, then we'll re-queue, but we aren't getting free wins here. Oh. No, please. I totally would have used that boombox if I were in their position. Whew. Ooh, steal something for your king. Ooh, nice shock dodge. Oh, I wanted the double. Oh well. It's so evil timing the red shell just like that. But I mean, hey, that's just how the game's played. Oh, you know what? I think taking this route actually saved me from the blue. Not the best drift. Shoot. It's awkward timing. I just gotta hope that this one banana is enough. Backspam because I'm that guy. Alright. See, that was a first place, but I still had to work for it, you know? Isabel was right next to me up until the end. I hope that the blue shell was going after them, but I think it just went down a different path, and that's why it missed me. Thoughts on Switch 2? Be expensive, and I'm not seeing anything groundbreaking. I'm really unsure. I think it's pretty solid. You know, it's similar in price to what the PS5 cost at launch, but PS5 didn't come with a 120 hertz screen, portable mode. So I think it's still a good value. And it's a solid upgrade from Switch 1 in terms of hardware. You got the mouse mode, which will probably lead to some interesting ports from PC that wouldn't otherwise be ported to other consoles. What else am I missing? I mean, there's always the exclusives. Mario Kart World ain't coming to Switch 1. Since I have hundreds of hours in 8 Deluxe, that alone makes it worth purchase for me. Although, I admit exclusives are somewhat anti-consumer. It is still a selling point. Oh, please! Oh, well. I low-key think that the mouse mode for the Switch 2 is going to be like a game changer. Oh, come on. Like, think about like all the shooters that are ported to consoles that normally are limited to either motion controls or using the joystick. Like, I think, well, as someone who plays Fortnite, like, the Switch 2 will take having a teammate that plays on Nintendo Switch from the worst possible teammate to one of the best. Like, if you're going to be matched with a teammate that's playing on console, you'll probably want them to be playing on a Switch 2 because of the mouse. Whereas if you are matched with the Switch 1 player currently, you know they're playing at 30 FPS with a joystick, bad graphic settings. And hey, if they do like a 120 hertz mode, even better. I don't. That's not confirmed by any means. At least I don't think it is. But if they do have 120 hertz support in some sort of shooters, like that alone is a big upgrade. I need to do something real quick. Hopefully, I'm back by the next race. Bruh, I don't think I was gone that long. How long did it take to even like show this message? I wonder if it counts like... I wonder if it counts the last time you used an input on your controller in general versus like just counting when you're in a race. So I guess even if you're just AFK at the beginning of the race for 10 seconds, then that alone could be like the cutoff. I'm very curious to see what the matchmaking will be like in World. They've got to have a VR system, but do they do anything with the open world and online matchmaking, or is that like a different mode? Is it going to be like Mario Kart 8's matchmaking where you just play the tracks and there's no option to race between them? Like how important is the open world going to be in online? We know you can do free mode with online, but so you can at least like do that. Drive around the open world with friends that way. I wonder if there's going to be like an open world, like just free lobby, you know? Kind of like Party Royale in Fortnite or whatever, where you can join random people that are just driving around the world. Or if it's just a friend-only mode. I mean, if they make the mode available for friends, I don't see why they can't have like a basic matchmaking system that just throws you in with random people in free mode. I mean, there wouldn't really be a huge point, especially if they don't allow you to use voice chat with random people. But it feels like if they go through the work of programming matchmaking or making a mode that lets you play with your friends in free mode and online, then it feels like it shouldn't be like that much work to add a mode where you just match up with random people in free mode. It might even be more work to make it exclusive for friends only. I don't know, maybe that's what they want. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Well, it's Nintendo, so I guess I would be more surprised if they did do it. They tend to be a bit more restrictive. If it was Xbox or PlayStation, then, you know, I could easily point to a game like Forza and say, oh yeah, see, people join other people randomly in free mode in those games, so surely it should be in Mario Kart 2. But Nintendo is a different... oh my goodness. It's a different beast. I'm not playing my best here. Activate the Crazy 8 first. Not the best couple games I've had. We do have some high VR people in here, but... I'll go Daisy Circuit, I guess. I'm not really crazy about any of these maps. I'll do Daisy Circuit for the Wii nostalgia. We got another King Boo here. I think he's using, well, that's the meta loadout. That's the loadout that's the best loadout for every character. My loadout isn't as good as the teddy bear, but it's as good as a loadout as it can be with while being like unique with like a basic theme. So I mean, it's not like this is completely a stylistic choice for my cart combo. I just don't want to do the meta every single game, you know? Oh. I forget, you can kind of do that without a mushroom as long as the cardboard's gone. But I think that's the key, the cardboard needs to be gone. Or the wood piranha. There should be more stuff up here. Like, it feels like it's a long way to drive by yourself. Then again, I guess there's protection. You don't have to worry, like, about green shells as much. So I guess the raised track is actually a pretty good defensive move. Yeah, like here now I only need to worry about what's in front and behind me. Like that guy! I didn't even pass the finish. I just ran into the pole. Amsterdam Drift? No. I haven't played on Water Park in a minute. It's not like a great OG track, but I mean, when I say OG, I mean like to Mario Kart 8. But I still have a lot of experience playing it. And I prefer it over the tour maps. I had to say that, didn't I? It wasn't the tour map we thought, but... I mean, to be fair, some of the tour maps have nice music and cool, like, visuals and stuff, but... I don't know, they still feel different than the other tracks. Hey Logan, welcome to the stream, how's it going? Come on, let's go, Lakitu. I wonder if you get a lobby full of Switch 2 players playing 8 Deluxe, if the race will start faster or something. I don't know how Lakitu determines when the race starts. Does everyone need to have it loaded up? Because if that's the case, then we might be waiting for people to load it on like cheap SD cards and stuff. But if the Switch 2 requires express cards and has faster loading times in general, then it's possible that the race will start even faster if everyone in the lobby is on the Switch 2. Woo! Threaded the needle there. I'm doing surprisingly well, considering that, well, I don't know this track as well as the other ones. Of course, I happen to start saying that the second that... Oh, this is great. The second I pass item boxes and skip a boost. I do like the ending of this track, though. Pretty sure this is the one with the roses or the flowers, right? I think it is. I'm just gonna hold. Could be. Oh, there's a blue shell. Well. Okay, it's not the one with the roses. Honestly, I probably should have just stayed on the boost. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yeah. If this isn't the one with the roses, then it must be the Sydney map then that I'm thinking of with the flowers. Waluigi Stadium, Paris Promenade, Mario Circuit 3. I don't really care. I'll pick random. I don't really have a good favorite among those maps. Wario Stadium's probably the most popular, I would imagine. Despite what the vote here says. Paris, one of the first tour maps. But I don't know if I would mark it as one of the best. It's the tour map I have the most experience with, since it came out in the first round of the Booster Course Pass, but I mean... I don't really care for it. Yeah, the streets here are very big. You could actually hold that for a while, even though I'm rounding into stuff. Yeah, I mean, a lot of tour maps feel like they're very wide. But I think Paris feels bigger than the others too. Can I get a second boost here? not purple, but I actually don't know if 2 yellow boosts are as good as the purple. I would think 2 yellow boosts are better. But I haven't tested it, so stupid disloyal boo. I'm just bracing myself. Yeah. It's the exact same position I was in a few races ago. Bomb in front and a red shell behind. The last time I got hit by the bomb. Oh, he's got protection. Oh no, he didn't. He had mushrooms. What you get for bumping me? Oh. So much protection. I didn't mean to throw that backwards either. Stupid disloyal boost on my boost. Aw. That barricade in particular was the worst place I could possibly bump. Rip. Can we get more than 7 people in here? If we can't, I might re-queue again. Vancouver, no. I'll do dry desert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people? Come on. If we still don't have that many more people after this next race, I'll re-queue. Like, there's no reason the lobby should be half full. Yes, I know I could switch to worldwides and probably get a much more populated lobby, but the desync will be worse. Hey Ryan, how's it going? Welcome. Eight Deluxe online doesn't seem as popular as I would think it would be. At least not in the North America region. We've been struggling to get games that are mostly full. Boost here. It's just weird because it's a Sunday afternoon in North America, the weekend before Mario Kart World releases and the Switch 2 releases. Maybe I'm just getting bad lobbies, I don't know. Well, I say bad, I mean they're fine, I just want more people. But hey, I still think it's going to be crazy to have 24 people in a race when World comes out. That is going to feel... It's going to be interesting to see how it feels. Oh yes, back spam. Can't really be mad because I do it too, but... Take that. Hopefully items are too crazy. Well, they've toned down, they've toned down a few of them. Like the lightning doesn't affect anyone that is behind you when you use it. I think the bullet bill doesn't really spin you out the way it does in 8. I think that the collision for that is a bit different. Yeah, I actually didn't notice it either when I saw the direct, or not the direct. Well, I guess the direct too, but also I watched some of the Treehouse stuff. But I saw another YouTube video that went through some of the changes. Let's see, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, I'm requeuing. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Hey Fars, welcome to the YouTube stream. All the changes I've heard of with regards to items have basically been nerfs. And I think that's because there's going to be so many people using items and stuff that, you know, you can't just have like a lightning bolt that instantly removes items from 23 other people. And I think that's why there's new mechanics too, like wall riding and the charge jump. Because those mechanics, like, you can basically just use them to avoid red shells. 2 people with max VR, interesting. So that makes red shells less effective, but you're also going to have more people getting and using red shells, presumably. So it makes sense that items would be nerfed. And new items would be added to essentially nerf them. Did I tell you my pro friend thinks it would be good for casuals but bad for comp? I see what he means. I mean, it depends on how the item balancing works. Like, I think with the new mechanics with wall riding and stuff, I think that'll raise the skill gap, which will have a potentially good effect on the competitive side. Like, imagine what kind of routes you're going to need to take with wall riding and with charge jumps. It's kind of like how in Mario Kart 8, how they had the... Well, I think you were here when I talked about this before, but it's like in Mario Kart 8 how if you boosted and then like spam jumped afterwards, you would go farther. That was a glitch that was fixed with when Deluxe came out, but in Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, it made it basically so that if you wanted to be competitive, you had to know how to do the boost jump to extend your boost. So we'll see. It depends on item balancing. And I would imagine tournaments could have, like, you know, their own rule set too. Like, I know for Team Fortress 2, like, they just ban a lot of weapons because they're not competitively viable or they can be overpowered. Same thing could happen with Mario Kart World tournaments if an item is particularly OP. Let me see. I might be able to look up some item changes people noticed. Mario Kart World. Item changes. Yeah, you've got the hammer. You've got the gold mushroom, or the gold coin item that like drops coins on the track in front of you. Yeah, the feather's a thing now. So I guess the feather kind of does the same thing as a charged jump. Or a charge boost, maybe. So I mean, it makes sense why the feather would be in there. I have the webpage covering chat, so I can't see if anyone's typing anything right now. And I can't remove it because I'm racing. Oh well. We're coming up to the end of the race anyway. I know lightning was one of the things people noticed, like that it didn't affect people behind the user. The webpage here says that at the first 30 seconds of the race, items will just be weaker, just across the board. Oh my goodness. You know what? Since I actually still had invincibility frames for the blue shell, that might actually have been a good thing. Well, never mind. I knew you were going to backspam. Stupid boomerangs. I'm just going to be defensive here. He's going to backspam. Yeah, I thought he was going to backspam with the boomerang, but... I'll do DK Summit. Yeah, I also don't remember completely because it's been a minute since I've seen the footage, but I think the lightning doesn't really shrink you either, right? Or I think the shrinking was different. Like maybe it wasn't as long. Makes the sky rain, so I don't know if that has an effect on traction. Yeah, it seems like the lightning doesn't last as long too when you do get hit from it. So the lightning had a major nerf. Ow. But again, if you're using lightning on so many other players, then yeah, it probably should be nerfed. I can't find any of the other changes. I saw like a video that was like analyzing the treehouse footage and stuff. That was a great distance for the... That was a great distance for the blue shell to hit him at, but I know the green shells, when they bounce off the walls, they head towards a player, but still, that seems like the game couldn't have known that I was going to be there after that jump. Oh, well. I was going to say I have a red shell, I'm going to wait for the blue shell before I throw it, but the big boomerang took it from me. Woo, that was close. There we go. There's the perfect tricks that I needed. I see people taking that crazy shortcut, but too late for me to do it. Please don't touch. Thank you. Yeah, it's not exactly like, it's not actually bouncing. Oh, apparently someone else says that the lightning doesn't distort the music anymore. Not like a gameplay changing feature, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of the changes are targeted towards people that bag items, like people that stay back intentionally. If I remember correctly, I think the bullet bill basically does nothing if you are in first place with a bullet bill. But hey, I'm all for it. I think bagging's kind of cheap anyway. It's a race. You shouldn't be playing around items. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. I mean, it can lead to some crazy comebacks, but I mean, if you're doing it intentionally, then that's kind of lame for people that are actually, you know, racing. People are trying to be fast. Get that protection out. Just get the double. Okay, well, this works. That was a pretty good lead, dang. Plus, if you bag, you can still get hit by items, yeah. Look at how reflective Boo is when he's got the goo on him. He's so shiny. I'll do Sherbert Land. Oh, apparently you also only lose like 2 coins if you get hit by the shock, which is something to think about because you can have a max of 20 coins in World. I haven't seen any speculation on how increasing the coin amount you can carry works. Like, does 20 coins equate to 10 coins in Mario Kart 8, or can you go faster, or is it like a mix of both? Like maybe 15 coins is the equivalent to having 10 coins in a Deluxe. Oh, right, that's a boost shortcut. It doesn't actually look like much of a boost shortcut for some reason. Yes. But what is the effect of having 20 coins? I assume they still make you faster and stuff. But like, how much faster? How much faster does a single coin make you? I haven't heard anyone speculate on that. And we might not even be able to speculate on that until the game is out. And people are able to do some experiments. It also looked like there were a lot more coins just in general in World. Ooh. So, like, realistically, how many... I don't know. It's going to be hard to equate the coin system in World to 8. Because you aren't going to have like that item that drops coins on the track. You're not going to... There's probably not going to be as many... There's probably going to be more spawns in World than in Mario Kart 8, so... How did I miss that jump? Like I did that correctly. Longer tracks now so they give more coins for more speed? Maybe. I want to see what 150cc looks like. And if 200cc is a thing. I don't think we've heard anything about 200. Like, I don't think anyone's confirmed it, and all the footage people have been able to record were locked to 100cc. But we know 150cc is a thing. Maybe you collect coins to buy cosmetics? Well, how does that work with like the meal system then? I see where you're going with that, but like we know you can unlock stuff by eating burgers. One thing I'm not entirely sure about is if if you can get meals from item boxes in the middle of a race. Like, do you have to go to gas stations or certain locations to get cosmetics? Because if I like how a certain outfit looks on a character and I'm driving as them, am I just going to randomly get an item that I have to eat that forces my character to change costumes? And what if I've already unlocked all the costumes for the character I'm playing? I'm guessing we aren't getting mirror mode. That is interesting. I guess in theory they could mirror the entire world. That would probably mean they would have had to design the entire world to be able to be mirrored. That would have been something they would have had to plan for early on. And it depends on how matchmaking works too. Like, are you just going to play on one course if you just queue for a racing world, or are you going to do multiple races at once? Like, is it going to be like a Grand Prix? Are you going to be able to join in the middle of a Grand Prix? I think, well, they showed off an area where you could drive around in the open world while you're queuing and stuff. So I am not sure. We'll just have to wait and see what the queuing is like, because depending on that, that could also have an impact on how they handle mirror mode, or whether or not they even decided to do it. Not close enough. We will have to wait and see. That is a blue shell. Oh, I didn't realize that those boulders broke. I wonder if they can be broken by shells, or if it's just like bombs and blue shells. I mean, I guess it's also possible they could add like mirror mode and 200cc later on. Like, people are going to be peeved at launch if 200cc isn't a thing, but I mean, 200cc wasn't in Mario Kart 8 at launch either, so I think that was an update or DLC for the Wii U version, if I recall correctly. So just because a mode isn't in there at launch doesn't mean they can't add it later. Though I guess it would be harder to implement mirror mode after the fact than 200. But I don't know. It depends on how they set it all up. Part of me, I think, is going to miss Baby Park every now and then. Like, are we even going to have a track like this in World with 24 people? It would definitely be more chaotic, but that's sort of the point of Baby Park. Oh. I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to still have invincibility frames there. Stupid dad bombing me. Uh. Oh, I get 0 points in 4th? Well. Actually, I don't even know. They haven't technically confirmed VR as a thing in World, right? I imagine they have to have something like it. But I don't know if it's appeared in like any of the multiplayer footage they've shown or what. I mean, VR's not a perfect system for matchmaking, but I still think it's better than nothing. Or just pure random matchmaking. How did I write off the eel? I don't even know if I've ever done that before. So easy to stay on them usually. I'm just gonna hold this for now. 2 pieces of protection, sure. I'm fine with this. NATO's gonna be my blue shell protection. We still have a lap and a half or so left. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be like that, NATO. I see how it is. Oh, you know what? I was gonna just hold on to that red shell, but you can have it. And he has a blue shell coming. That's what you get, NATO. No! Using a mushroom there isn't really great. Boo, you disloyal! I was totally going to try to snipe NATO. He knew you was stalking him. I know, but I was still holding back off of attacking him. Yeah, I don't know. The mushroom wasn't great. I probably should have just held onto it and used it at the last corner, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Grumble Volcano. Hey Jose, welcome to the YouTube stream. How's it going? My cat's here if you hear meowing. What, you have something to say? Interestingly, I don't think her meow picks up over over my mic limit here. All right, we got a Peach on the meta bike. I think Peach is the same weight as the meta character, so. I wanted to get my revenge, but that's the risk you take. That was weird. If this was World, we'd be able to grind off these rails. I don't know why that mushroom didn't go for me. That works. Stupid banana peel. I was not expecting that. No. It delayed me from using my item too, so I didn't get a second item. I will say one thing I noticed immediately when I first saw it in Mario Kart World was how good the bullet bill looks. Like, the bullet bill looks good in this game too, don't get me wrong. I think it looks extra shiny in HD in World. Like, he actually looks like metal. Oh, I was hoping the pylon would save me. A second lightning, wow. Wow, a whole VR. I never actually learned what VR stands for. Vehicular ranking. That's weird. Like, I think in Rocket League they use MMR, which is matchmaking ranking. But vehicular ranking. That just sounds like a point system that tries to determine how good your kart combo is. You know, like in the stats menu, it shows you the stats for different loadouts, and the vehicular ranking would show you just an overall estimate of how good that combo is. Aw. Versus ranking? Oh. I mean, I guess that is what the mode is called in single player. But still, I don't really think of myself as playing versus mode now. I'm just playing races. Like, I'm just racing Mario Kart. Versus almost sounds like it's a team-based thing. Like, one of the battle modes would be called versus or something. Steal something from me. LOD. Okay, I have 6 mushrooms now. I guess we should just use them. Oh. I don't think there's really that many amazing spots. Oh. That guy slowed down. I was like, is there a blue shell? I didn't see it appear until after. I tried to do the shock or the blue shell dodge with the mushroom. I've never really been good at that though. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You can't use a feather to dodge a blue shell in Mario Kart World. I know that. That was in one of the videos. Someone tried that at an event. And you can still dodge a blue shell with a mushroom, but you can't dodge a blue shell with a feather. No, they actually accounted for that too. They tried doing it at the same time as the mushroom. They tried activating it early. So they tried multiple times, but if you can dodge a shock, or not a shock, if you can dodge a blue shell with a feather, then it is very different in terms of timing. That makes sense. The AoE from the blue shell would climb up and hit you, yeah. And I guess it doesn't target the ground beneath your cart. It targets your cart itself, so. Because, you know, you still get hit by a blue shell if you're midair. But I thought that was interesting because that's something I didn't think of, but I think that's something that a lot of people would be curious about. Like, huh, can I use a feather to dodge a blue shell? Even if it makes sense why you wouldn't be able to, it does make sense why people would be not completely sure. Oh. It's really hard to stay on those walls. I'm trying to remember what else I saw in that video. It's been a minute now. I think the lightning is what stood out to me the most. I could be misremembering too, but I think the bullet bill doesn't... I don't think it, like, spins you out. If you get hit by someone. If you get hit by a bullet bill, I don't think it spins you out anymore. I could be misremembering that, but I remember seeing part of the treehouse footage where it looked like he should have gotten spun out by a bullet bill and it just sort of pushed him to the side instead. Not actually hitting them in the same way it does in Mario Kart 8. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's a thing too. Let me see. Yeah, some people are commenting about that too on Reddit. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hit you. It just pushes you aside like a player would if they're like coming at you from behind. It doesn't like spin you out or stun you like it does in Mario Kart 8. Some people are saying generally it looks like things don't stop your movement as much as they do in 8 because of the 24 players being chaotic. Some people are saying that if you hit oncoming traffic in Mario Kart World, it doesn't spin you out either, it just pushes you to the side. Yeah, it seems like whether it's just a way to compensate for 24 players or if it's just a design change, it seems like you're not going to be stunned as much or as harshly as you are in Mario Kart 8. I wonder if we'll just get used to that and it'll be almost weird coming back to Mario Kart 8 and getting fully stunned by a bullet bill. I didn't mean to throw that, but you know what? Woo-wee! Not... Well, that was not a great... those were not great mushrooms. Stupid disloyal boo. Oh well, it didn't screw me over, so. I'll take it. Yeah, because if you fall behind in 24 players, it'll get ugly, yeah. I'll do Rainbow Road. Yeah, if you were fully stunned and like everyone is still fairly close together, like you could lose like 10 positions if you get hit by something that stuns you. Like if you're just near the front of the pack, but no one's got a huge lead, and you get hit by a red shell that just completely halts you in your tracks and stuns you, you could lose a lot more positions very quickly. Ooh, that was close. It'll be interesting because all these decisions and changes, like individually, are interesting to look at, but we'll just have to wait and see what it's like actually racing with all these changes in effect. Ooh. No banana snipe for you. I wonder how DLC maps would work in World as well. Like, are they just going to be their own island, or are they just going to be standalone? They gotta do DLC maps. Like, I know people will be mad if they do make DLC maps because of the $80 price. I mean, come on. The Booster Course Pass had to have been tremendously successful. And if Nintendo actually likes money at all, that should have been a big green light to make DLC maps in the future. Oh, come on. It didn't look like it was going to fall off. Like, they obviously won't add, like, a huge pack immediately after launch, but I could totally see them making a DLC map pack in like a year or so. Yeah, they'll probably patch in more content with islands and stuff, yeah. The other thing is we don't know how exactly Rainbow Road works. We know that you unlock it from completing all the stuff, but how do I go to Rainbow Road to like how do I go from Rainbow Road to a different track? Or how do I go from a track on the ground to Rainbow Road? Is it just like a star launch, or maybe there's multiple versions of Rainbow Road that can only be like, I don't know, maybe they can only be accessed. Maybe there's 4 Rainbow Roads in the sky, and and you can only play like a combination of those 4 maps. I don't know. Like the bonus worlds in 3D Land, or 3D World, I mean. And how does that work online? Because if there is a Rainbow Road, what, are you just not gonna let people play Rainbow Road online if like people haven't unlocked it? Like, is it going to be a thing where as long as, like in the Booster Course Pass, where as long as someone in the lobby has it unlocked, it's an option? I mean, if that's the case, then they've already got a system set up to handle DLC maps, right? Oh, how did I miss both of those item boxes? Some people say Rainbow Road might be a quick travel hub. I think it's gotta be a race too, though, right? Like, they already have, at least for multiplayer, I know, they have a fast traveling option where you can go straight to your friends and, like, free roam and stuff. So, are they going to really lock something that's is available to everyone in multiplayer behind completing all these different things in single player? Oh. Well, you tried, Yoshi. I was still stunned from the shock. And besides, if it was like a whole hub type thing, would we really not have seen any part of it yet? I feel like, I don't know, maybe they would have done more than just hinted at it in the direct. We'll just have to wait and see. Hi, Friendly Zone. Welcome to the YouTube stream. Yeah, I'm familiar with the term parasocial. I think it's less of a thing for small streamers like me because I am actually able to like talk and reply to you. Whereas if I was Jacksepticeye and I had like thousands of people chatting at once, like there's no way like an individual person is going to be able to just talk to me whatever and get a response. But I think with small streamers that are able to like read everyone's messages and respond to people, like I mean, it's no real difference than being friends with someone that you meet like in a random online game, right? It's not the same as a real friend, sure, but like you still haven't met them physically, but I think parasocial stuff really applies to people who can't possibly respond to your messages. So that way it's more one-sided. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think the one-sided part of the relationship is a major part of the whole parasocial thing. Like if I subscribe to, I don't know, XQC or something, like he might read my name out once, but that's not a relationship. If I tier 3 sub to someone, you know, they might be more appreciative. Maybe if they're not the biggest streamer on Twitch, then they might do like special perks for tier 3 subs, but I mean, that's still not a relationship. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true, Ryan. I just think, I think the important part is the one-sidedness of it. I mean, XQC is a person too, but he probably doesn't have, well, I can almost say for certain he doesn't have a relationship or know like every single person that subscribes, you know? I know mid-size streamers will like do stuff like they'll write the name of their subscribers like on a wall behind them, or you know, something like that. That's a bit more towards the parasocial side, but even then, like, you know, if someone's a regular in the stream, they're subscribing, then you know, it's still possible for that person to like recognize your name and recognize things you've said before and remember things. So it's more of a scale. And the bigger you become, the harder it becomes for you to actually have a friendship or a relationship with an individual viewer. But anyway, that's our side tangent about parasocial relationships in my Mario Kart stream. Oh, the only other thing I guess I would add is that, well, I think YouTubers in general, even smaller ones, are more likely to have parasocial relationships. But even then, like, if it's a small YouTuber and you comment on their videos and stuff, like, they'll still be some back and forth, you know? That's just something I just thought of, the whole video aspect. Nope. Of course I get a boombox right after the blue shell. And the guy in front of me's got a boombox too, so... You know what? I'm gonna force him to use his boombox. Make it so that he doesn't have a boombox for another blue shell. I wonder what the chances of a blue shell spawning are. Oh, that was a very lucky red shell. Because you have twice as many people, right? So you have 20 people that are getting items and stuff. The bat blocked the red shell. Wow. He's so far ahead that I probably can't catch up. I should just be more defensive. Oh well. I am fine. I'm fine with this. I don't even think I knew the bats could just break it like that. Oh, I don't want to leave. Oh, you know what? That notification just reminded me. Yeah. I really hope... I hope there's an option to allow game chat with random people. You know, like how Fortnite has the whole who do you want to allow to get chat messages from and stuff, and it's like no one, friends / party, and then everyone. I hope there's an option like that, and they just say, and they don't just like do a hard cutoff of friends only for game chat. Yes, it can be abused, but I mean, if they really want to be cautious, they could make it like friends only by default and have like a pop-up message say, hey, you might see weird stuff if you allow video and messages from everyone. You know, just a simple pop-up menu being like, okay, I understand. Random people on the internet, you know, don't always act appropriate, so I acknowledge the risks, and I still want it enabled for everyone anyway. Having that as an option would be good, because that way I could turn it off if I'm streaming or something. Or if I trust someone, then I could enable it for friends only when I'm streaming. That would be cool. Because I really do want to use like I really like the idea of the webcam and game sharing stuff, but I would also not like to risk getting banned for someone showing something. That's what I do when I stream Fortnite. I disable my voice chat for when I'm streaming, even though it's not like the best thing to do strategically. Like, obviously it's better to have comms with your teammates. I just don't want anyone to say anything weird and stuff, and then me have to worry about my stream and stuff when I'm live. So I just disable voice chats for Fortnite and most other online games when I'm live, and then I enable it when I'm not live, because then who cares, right? Bad turn. Oh, come on. I was so focused on that snipe that I wasn't ready for the drift. Someone's showing, but they're showing their butt at 2 FPS. I mean, yeah. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but someone will do that. Like, you give people the ability to do something like that, someone will do it. Someone's crazy out there to try it. Oh. I mean, remember when Switch 1 launched and everyone was tasting the cartridges? Because Nintendo put that special coating on it, became a big news story. So it caused more people to lick their cartridges than it probably otherwise would have. I mean, I know I never would have licked a Switch cartridge if I hadn't heard of it. But, you know, it's like, hey, everyone's talking about how bad the Switch cartridges taste. Like, what am I going to do? Not taste it? Not give it a good old lick just to see? And sure enough, it did taste bad. I assume Switch 2 cartridges are going to be the same, but it would also be kind of funny if they didn't. Just made Switch 1 cartridges in particular taste bad. People online will be like, this is proof the Switch 2 is better than the Switch 1. The cartridges actually don't taste bad. It would be a good joke for people that are taking console comparisons way too seriously. Alright, let me see if I can do the shortcut. I think I need to wait a wee bit. I'm not used to doing that shortcut as Boo. I'm used to doing it as a lighter character. I need to wait a little bit longer before I turn, but I can't wait too long because I need a mini boost to ideally get through there. Hey, I see you lose your protection. I'm going to do something. That kind of sounds weird out of context, but... It was just about to do it. That shortcut might not even be doable with a mini turbo on this particular combo. It's like just almost a mini boost. The idea of that last corner is you skip the items, but you get a mini boost, hop across the grass, and then that's what makes it faster than getting the item boxes. Aw, they stuck past me. They were totally expecting someone to raise the bridge. They were sitting in front of the thing. Oh, yeah, I might just have to go around the normal way. Imagine having to go the normal way on a Mario Kart track. Couldn't be me. I guarantee you, though, that at some point after Mario Kart World's release, there will be people who never take the standard route. There will be a track or a route where wall riding is the meta, and so everyone's going to be wall riding. No one's going to actually do the normal track like Mario Karts have historically done. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with that, it's... just a little bit more you need to know. Oh shoot, I realized I'm over time already. Whatever, I'll do this one last race and then I actually gotta go. I have to keep my streams to 2 hours, so I'm actually running a bit late today, but... oh well, I'll do this one race. I think I can. I'll be fine. But. This way, there's no whiplash of me just suddenly ending. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of maps in Mario Kart. Oh, it just simply aren't in World. because of how the design strategy is. And even the tracks that do come back are going to be redesigned for the open world. Ow. So there's still going to be a place for Mario Kart 8 on Switch 2. How did that not hit anyone? Crazy. It's not going to be better or worse. It's just different. Just how, like how the existence of Breath of the Wild doesn't really mean that you can't enjoy the older Zelda games. Or how Tears of the Kingdom and stuff doesn't mean the older games are worse. Ooh! Didn't look like I was going to make that drift at first. That's awkward timing. The stupid Bowser hand. That was, oh my goodness. I don't know why I boosted there, but Lakitu, that was the most weird way you could have possibly put me back on the track. You took me back, then you took me forward. You couldn't have just pulled me up. Unfortunate. Oh well, I gotta go. I didn't realize what time it was, but I'd like to thank you all for coming by and watching the stream. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch and haven't done so already, hit that follow button. You can also get notified of when I go live by joining the Steam group or the Discord. Links to everything are down below. But yeah, I gotta go. So thank you guys again for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.